We say what they can't radio.
Hey, good afternoon. This is the Lipstick Chronicles. My name is Toni.
I'm Sharma.
And I'm Monique.
So this is our very, very first episode. So we definitely hope that you enjoy everything that we are bringing to the table. Real quick, this is pretty much a podcast about, just women things. We're going to talk about love, life, relationship. Of course, we're going to talk about, just everything in regards to current events, what's going on now in the news today. We'll bring all that to the table for you guys. So we hope you enjoy it. Y'all want to say anything?
I just want to give a shout out to my son, K-Mel, a.k.a. KT, who's doing his thing, about to get his own apartment, just living his best life at 25.
All right now. All right.
And
all
a big happy 85th birthday to Grandma Sarah today.
I did see that. Happy birthday, Grandma.
Happy birthday. Sharma, you want to add anything?
Well, I guess I could say congratulations to my baby, both of them. It's just, I'm proud of them. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, well, that's good. Well, I know I'm very, very happy because school starts for my girls this week on Thursday. Yes,
Thursday.
I can't. Listen, hell yeah, that's that good old charter school, and I cannot wait.
So they was home for like 1 month? That's it?
No.
It was like...
They got out a little early.
It was like about a month and a half. Really, like a month and a half.
They got out early, 2 weeks earlier than the regular school
school
kids, and
right.
then they just go back 2 weeks earlier.
Yes. Wow. Good. No, that's excellent. I don't have to wait until September. They out the door. They out the house. We gonna be there bright and early on Thursday morning. Listen.
With bells and whistles.
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm leaving them at the door before the door opens.
Before the door opens.
Listen, we gonna be out there. We gonna be out there. They gonna be on the curb. We gonna be ready.
That's
we out
right.
there. I can't wait.
You're going to be smiling. They're going to be crying.
No, they
gonna
big.
be happy.
They big.
They're usually happy.
My daughter says she's actually excited about starting the second grade, so she says she's excited. So.
Oh, that's good. That's good. At least she's excited. She's ready to go. So that's good.
She also says she needs another summer though.
Y'all taking kids to elementary school, and my son's 25.
Well, if it helps any, I do have a 20-year-old.
See,
Okay,
yeah.
that made me feel
Okay.
better. Thank you.
See, I started late, so I'm the only one with a 14-year-old and then an 8-year-old.
So then that makes me feel like I was fast.
No,
Late, and I was fast. Well,
you got to look at it this way. You got it out the way.
Fast?
No.
Well, I did both.
Way.
So
See?
I got a 20-year-old and a 7-year-old. So I was fast and slow.
Okay, right. Okay.
So we're really going to open up the show, and we're going to talk about something that has been trending. In Brooklyn, there was a incident at the 888 New
Who
Red
knows what name they're
Bell.
going by these days?
Yeah, because they definitely
One
did
business,
change.
multiple names.
Yeah, they did change up their name. But so what ended up happening? It was a mother, a granddaughter, and a grandmother.
It was
wasn't?
a grandmother with her 2 granddaughters.
Really? I
At
thought it
first,
was
they said it was the 3
Okay.
generations, but it was the grandmother with her 2 granddaughters.
Okay. Wow. Well, yeah, they went to the nail salon to get services. They went and got their nails done, and one of the young ladies had her eyebrows done. And they paid for the services, but they did not like the service for the eyebrows. So they refused to pay for that. And
$5.
And upon them refusing to pay for that, they got jumped.
Basically.
They got assaulted by
Yes.
a gang of Asian people.
But it was about like 4 or 5
5 or
or
6
6.
of them, because the
shop.
2 men that was holding the 2 granddaughters, the chick with the broom that I would have dragged out the door with
I would
me,
listen.
Right.
I would have literally dragged her with me, because if
Right.
I'm going down, you going down.
Exactly.
They beat her out the
I mean,
door. It
and grandma was
terrible.
really trying to not even fight back, but I guess
She
she
was
didn't want to get in trouble.
shielding, yeah.
She was trying to get out the store, and the lady just kept cracking her with this stick
And
object.
wasn't the owner like holding one of them?
He was holding the 2
he was holding-
granddaughters.
Yeah, he was, because you can see in one of the videos, you can see the grandmother shielding, and it was the owner had the young lady
And
in a
she
bear
kept saying,
hug.
She hit my grandmother. She hitting my grandmother.
Throwing acetone in
Throwing
Yeah.
acetone. One of the girls got sliced with something on her
The
arm.
grandmother got a cut in her face too.
Yeah, it was a little extreme. I mean, if you get nails done, feet done, eyebrows done, that's pretty expensive.
Right.
So for you to want to fight for $5,
Is insane.
$5. I mean, 3 of them thinking, okay, pedicure, manicure. They probably got tips and all of that other stuff. They could have got gel, which runs a pretty a pretty amount of money.
I know for me.
And just eyebrows for $5, that could have been a tip. Like that could have just really been so avoided.
$5 is nothing, because I know for me, I get my nails done, I get my feet done, and then when you got to give tips and all that, so by the time I finish, I'm walking out spending $80 in services.
I'm spending over $100, so I can't understand how it went to, like, we're never gonna see the beginning part before it all started.
Right.
So we don't know who incited everything that happened. Right. But I can understand if you messed up my eyebrows and they disappeared, that's a problem for me. Right. Like you literally just took my eyebrows off. That's a problem for me.
Doesn't even have a license or certification.
Probably not.
To do eyebrows in the first place.
Right. They don't have a waxing license. I did see that they don't have a license to do waxing.
Right.
So
yeah, I mean, regardless to what, if no one was started off physical, it should have never went that
Right, they could have just called the police and said, listen, they don't want to pay.
Right.
But the biggest issue was one of the girls said, you know me. Like, they've been going there for years. So you mean to tell me that this is your customer, and this is the problem I have with a lot of Asian salons. They don't have loyalty.
No, they don't.
They treat you like cattle. You come in, hello, how you doing? Pick a color, pick a color. They don't even say now I personally, from my own personal experience, I have an Asian girl that I was going to for 17 years. Okay. And she knows my kids. I know her kids. Every time she see me, whether I'm getting my nails done or not, she comes out and she speaks to me.
Right.
But the one time I was going just to get something simple because I could no longer get my nails done because I cook.
Yeah.
And I said, I just want to get my feet done and a manicure. She tried to push me on to somebody else. Now she know how I feel about people touching me. So I didn't appreciate that. So I started going to a black-owned salon. And I've been going there for the last maybe I'm going to say 2 years, give or take 2 years. I've been going to a black-owned nail salon. They give you alcohol. Okay, so I'm going to be a forever customer of this nail salon. I mean, they give you the drink of the day, champagne, wine. So they got a customer in me.
Different.
Yes. So I'm definitely a customer.
I feel bad that this happened, but now that it happened, it brought out a whole lot of salons that I didn't even know existed.
Yes.
I didn't even know. I would sit here and say, there's no black owned nail salons, but they really are. And
no, there are a lot.
I've been seeing a listing on Instagram. I didn't know it was so many.
There are.
Now, where I live in Jersey, I don't know of any. And because of this now, I found one.
Right.
It's a little further away from my house. It costs a little more, but it's probably clean.
Right.
Yes, definitely.
They would probably respect me and speak English to me.
Right.
They don't talk about me, while I'm sitting there or whatever. But it's worth it. Like, I'm glad this came out because this has been a thing for a long time.
I was getting ready to say, this is not the first incident.
Yes.
I had nothing but Asian nail salons in East New York.
Right.
All up over by City
because
Line
they're
and
on the
everything.
corner. They're like Arabic
everywhere.
corner stores.
They're
like Chinese restaurant and liquor stores in Brooklyn.
Corner.
Everywhere.
And that's why it's really hard for us to know that there are a lot of black-owned salons because, the Asian salon, they are the majority.
And it's less, it's cheaper.
And it's cheaper.
But
you get what you pay for,
right.
honey.
So, people are going there because they can get I know it used to be like $15. You get a free airbrush, you get design.
You took it back, girl.
That's how long it's been since I did the whole acrylic thing.
Get what you paid for. Like, I'm still penciling my eyebrows in right now because it's something that happened 20 years ago. Like, it is what it is, but they ain't never come back.
You get them done wrong, that's it.
This thing
like
that
edges.
happens, it actually happens more often than we know. I've actually seen a few videos where I've seen the people coming out the salon chasing women. I've seen them snatch a lady pocketbook. I don't know what happened. I don't know if she decided not to pay. I don't know where it was. It looked like Brooklyn. It looked like a Brooklyn street. But they getting a little more gangster. Like, they really just don't respect us at all.
You look on TV and you see people disrespecting us all the time, so they think they can do it too.
Right.
They think they can do it too. And people don't want to travel far. They don't want to pay the extra money. Because you could go somewhere into an Asian salon and get gel manicure. You might pay, $20, $25 or something like that. And then you find a black-owned one and they might do it for $45.
Right.
And they like... The average hood
right.
might be
I could go get my nails done twice. Like, why I'm going to go here? I could get my nails done twice.
Right.
But see, what they don't understand is, if you think about the Asian salon versus the black salon, the Asian salon is paying less rent. They got grants.
Of course.
They got loans, where the black salon had they had to break their back to get that business. Like, nobody's opening doors to give them money. Nobody's entrusting that, this business is going to be successful.
And that's with all black-owned businesses.
So nobody's thinking about that. So they're not saying we charge it more because, they always say, black people always try to charge more. It's not that. It's like they had to work 5 times harder to get that business. And that's what the problem is. It's like, you see all these Asian salons, all these Dominican salons. How do you think they keep getting them? Because people are basically just pouring their pockets out to them.
All ready to invest in them there. That's true. Well, to everybody that's listening, if you could support your Black-owned nail salons, please do so. There are listings floating everywhere. There are listings on Instagram. I do have a couple up on my blog as well, and I will update them as I know of any new ones. But just keep your eyes open out, and we really need to be more supportive of ourselves than being so ready to support other people.
I mean, we could ruin people. Like, if we really stuck together, we could ruin people.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with that.
But we just don't. It's like,
because most of these places
it don't got
are
nothing to do with me.
rent payment away from being out of business anyway.
That's right.
So we don't support them one good month, they'll be gone.
And they're closed, but we know they have another salon. So all the workers that was there, they just went to the other one. So it's just like, and I'm not saying they all the same. It's just that I don't see how $5 could break you. And
ridiculous.
You could have charged them $10 the next time. I mean,
like, I don't know, like, did they have a big argument and then
I'm sure they did, because once you say you're not going to pay,
exchange.
Once you say you're not going to pay, it's an argument already, because they already starting to block the door. They're not going to let you out. It's already, they like, oh, she's not going to pay. Oh no, see, they're not leaving until they pay. So when they blocked the door, if they did, they could have called the cops in that instant. They could. That's
what they could have did, instead of getting broomsticks and just beating them
several
like they were wild
broomsticks.
Animals.
Like, they took every broomstick that they owned in the salon, broke a couple, and came back with reinforcements. That was
disgusting.
Just unnecessary for $5. So
it was. So yes, but so we're gonna move on to the topic of the day. The topic of the day basically is going to be about debt in relationships, knowing when to let them go, whether if it's intimate relationships, personal relationships,
business relationships,
any type of relationship, just knowing when to say when and just open your hand and let go. So have any of y'all ladies had any relationships that y'all felt like y'all needed to let go, or y'all held on to longer than they had to, like they reached their expiration date? Like, you pretty much know.
But of course,
when you're in a situation, like, okay, this is enough, it's reached its end point, but you still try to hold on and try to,
for whatever reason,
maybe it's gonna get better. Have y'all,
well,
y'all
for me, so I've been married for, I want to say 10 years. I believe it's 10 years. So in the beginning, you see the signs, but I was getting older, and I was just like, I don't want to keep starting over. I had just got out of a really bad relationship. So he was like a rebound that went too far. So
that always happens.
Yeah, it went way too far. A marriage, a baby, like it just went to the left. So I seen early on that it probably wasn't going to work. I'm 6 years his senior. He was very immature, very insecure. So he wasn't ready to deal with a person like me. But he thought that he could. So, okay, we let it ride. Now, after 8 months he proposed. I wasn't ready to get married. I was like, all these years I've been proposed to. I said no. Probably to people I probably should have got married to. But I was like, nah, I'm not ready. I still want to play. I still want to have my fun. I said yes to him. So, but I said, the stipulation was, let's be engaged for a little while.
Just figure it out, yeah.
That was like, what the fuck? Why would you want to? You don't want to? And I'm like, okay, now you putting me in a corner. Like, I felt bad. Like, I was like, am I saying something wrong? Like, am I saying, I thought a man would want to wait. I thought I was saying the right thing. So we ended up getting married the following year. And like I said, all the signs was there. I had several miscarriages. God was probably telling me, girl,
no,
get your sneakers and run.
Right.
But of course, we don't listen. We don't listen until it's too late. So now here it is. I have a baby, and it doesn't help because how I'm with my children, no man can really survive that. Because it's my kids. It's not about you. Mm-hmm. So he was like my other child. So it was just, now this one is taking all the breast milk and I can't get none.
Right.
So as time went on, I said, you know what? I never believed in getting married and getting divorced. Right. But then reality comes and real life happens. So the insecurity part just kept getting worse and worse. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm sure I played a big part because intimacy was not happening a lot because I wasn't feeling him like that. Right. It was like, you're gaining a lot of weight and you're not looking attractive to me anymore. And it was just and we doing the same thing. It's like, I don't want my sex life to be routine.
Like, here we go again
fold
with that.
the covers, flip over, turn around. I can't
look back, say do right. Yeah.
In 5 minutes, it's over. Like, I need something new all the time. So, and if I'm the one, if you're looking for me to always have suggestions, yeah, I got those. But dude, I'm gonna need you to come and say, we going here to eat tonight. Like, you know, we're gonna do this in the bathroom. We're gonna do this in the hallway. We're gonna do this in the car before we get upstairs. That shouldn't always be me. It should always be me saying, yo, you looking real hot tonight. I need you to be like, boo, your ass is looking fat. Like, but no.
Were you his first real relationship?
I would believe so, because I guess he was with his son mother from a young age, and they was really, really young. Okay. And he never lived on his own. Like, he went from his mama house to his baby mama to my house, basically. Mm-hmm. So it was just like, you really never... I've been on my own for a very long time, so I know what it is to take care of myself and take care of my family. He didn't know that. He just knew, I'm going to give her the check and let her do whatever. But it got boring. But the thing came when, like, the arguments got more. The fighting got more. And it was just like, you know what? God, you're going to have to forgive me, but I can't do this no more.
How disrespectful did it get?
He was not, you know what? Disrespectful in private. But the physical fighting, and I'm going to fight you. Oh, I'm going to fight you.
Y'all was squaring up?
Squaring up, down, we scrapping, all of that. But the time when we fought in front of my 2-year-old was the last straw for me, where I thought he was literally going to kill me. So it was just like, okay, you know what? You probably shouldn't come back here, because it's going to be me or you, and I ain't ready to leave this earth. And the fact that my 2-year-old was there, which is your 2-year-old, and that didn't stop you from acting crazy, something is mentally wrong with you. So I never put him out, though. Never put him out. I said, this is still your house. We are legally still married, but you're going to sleep on the couch. You can't sleep in the bed. I slept with a machete under my pillow every night. You going to sleep in the living room. But then that became too much, because I didn't want to come home. I would stay at work volunteering, working for free, because I didn't want to come home. So it got to a point where he was just like, I guess he couldn't hear. But I'm like, when does a man say, all right, I'm going to go because this is not.
Sometimes they don't.
He wasn't never going to say that. He was never going to say that. So I said, you know what, you and the couch, y'all can both go, because I can't do this no more. I can't not feel comfortable in my own house. That took me like 4.5 years.
Some people comfortable with dysfunction though. Like, they okay with
his
it.
whole life was dysfunction. Like, seriously, his whole life was dysfunction. Like, from the mama on down, like, it's just dysfunction.
If everything went good, he probably thought something was wrong.
I believe it.
To sabotage
I believe it. I used to ask him, like, did your dick get hard every time you wanted to hear me yelling and screaming? Like, does that turn you on for me to be?
Because I've been in a situation like that with my kid's father. He used to, like, get excited when we would argue, because we had a very, very toxic relationship where we would argue all the time. We did have some times where things got physical, and it was like he got off. Like me, if we get into a situation, I'm mad. That's it.
Right.
Don't come near
me.
Don't talk to me.
Don't
Don't feel like we about to get all into it, because it's not like that. And not this to me, because I'm not used to that type of dysfunction. It was crazy. Like, how can you have such an aggressive situation with a person 1 minute, and then the next minute just like nothing never happened?
Right. Yep.
Like,
they like that.
It's like your mother when she beat you, and then she be like, come and go to the store for me. Right. You're like, I'm mad.
Right?
I'm not even talking to you right now.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep. But thank God I got out of that one, because I mean, I probably wouldn't be here. I mean, I'll probably be in jail. But you know, where would that leave my kids?
Because she was so sure about that. She not the one.
Oh no, I wasn't leaving. I got kids to take care of. My 2 girls depend on me. I was just like, oh, we gonna go out together. Like, we gonna go out together. I just wasn't. No. I get to a point in my angriness where I will probably hurt somebody. So I just try to. And I'm not an arguing person. That's the thing that really, and I explain that to everybody. Listen, if we have an issue, let me go in my bathtub and soak it off, or let me go for a walk. But when you like in my face, then I'm gonna want to fight.
Yeah, when you reach a point to where you can't really have a civil conversation, now y'all just at a point where y'all like just, all right, so let's talk about these bills. I don't want to talk about nothing that got to do with me and you.
I don't even want to talk to you at all. We doing sign language. Like, I'm leaving you a note in the morning before I leave to go to work. I don't even want to have not Nick. I don't want to. Why are you breathing so fucking loud? Like, I don't even want you in my presence. Like, your very being just disgusts me. Yeah. So it's just like, you know, like, you still here?
But then it's like, all right, who says quits first? Who's gonna tap out first?
I mean,
me.
It's like you have to get to the situation when you see the other person is not is not going to take the initiative to go, because you do have some men that will sit there and ride it out,
right,
and won't go.
Oh, he would definitely.
You have to get to that point where you're like, okay, that's it. Because I was in the like my last serious relationship. that relationship, that situation, because before we were actually in a relationship, we had years and years and years of, like we were in a serious relationship when we were younger. That didn't work. You break up, you move on. He was like one of those didn't want to let go. So he preferred to, I'd rather just be friends with you if I can't be with you in a relationship. And we actually were friends for like over 10 years. Like we became really, really good friends despite everything. Like my kids know him, love him, everything. And things just happened one time and it just grew into a relationship that should not have happened at all whatsoever. I can personally say I settled. I knew I didn't want to be with him. I didn't look at him like that. I wasn't attracted to him in no shape or form.
Right.
But we did the relationship thing. We actually was together for 2 years. It wasn't a great relationship. And it got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm unhappy. We can't do this no more.
I think the scary part is that nothing is good. And then you say, you know what? That's it. Let's just be done. And then we agree. And then he goes somewhere else and go be the best man ever. Like, listen, did you just go over there and grow up?
But that was because of you, though. That was because of you.
You prepared him.
And I'm okay with that.
And let me tell you something.
I'm okay with that.
Let me tell you something. With this person, I didn't care because when we were in a relationship, just like you, we weren't really intimate. Like, for the 2 years that we were together, I can probably count on both hands how many times that we were actually intimate with each other.
Right.
And it was so crazy because when we were younger, we used to have sex like rabbits. And that was so crazy. But as we got older, and I just wasn't attracted to him at all. Yeah. And, I was upfront, like, listen, I'm not attracted to you. I'm not, so he knew, and he would get angry, he would get upset because he's like, you walking around the house looking like this is like having a Ferrari in the driveway and you can't drive it. Like he would, and then it got to the point like he was spending weekends out. I didn't care. I never called him, never texted him, never bothered him. I lay in the middle of my bed. I ain't got to worry about you coming home, touching me, wanting sex, none of that. So we, it was to that point. So it was like, all right, we have to end this.
Right.
And if I don't end it, you're not going to end it. So this is what it is. So when it got to the point, it was like, okay, you got 30 days, you got to go. Just cut, dry, you gotta go. And he wasn't happy. He was very upset. And then it also got to the point that I was like, okay, once this is done, once I got him out of my house, I was like, okay, we can't even be friends no more. And he was very, very angry because he felt like, we've been in each other's lives for so long. How can you just cut it off? And I just felt like, and not to say this in a mean way, but like I've outgrown you.
Right.
And it's time for us to just move on and go our separate ways. And it's not nothing bad. Like if I see you, hey, but like us going back to being friends, first of all, we can't go back to where we were. Right. Like too much has happened in the relationship. We can't go back to that place. And, I just don't want to.
Right.
Like, and he just wasn't. He felt like, well, we were friends, we supposed to stay friends, and if you feel like I'm not where you're at, it's your job as my friend to
job.
Yes, it's your job. No, it's not my job to drag you along with me throughout my life. That's not my job. So
while you play catch up and get it together.
I ain't got time.
Like I don't think people could just hit the reset button and just do it all over again. Like, can we start from scratch? Like, I see, like, when T.I. and Toni broke up, they took a break. They got their own places and was doing whatever they was doing, and then they just came back together. Like, I don't know how to do that.
I guess money played a big part in that. Because,
their relationship, it's a mess. Like, when you are in a relationship with somebody and you have your issues and you have your problems, that's one thing. But when it plays all out for the whole world to see, like he's so disrespectful, like you're cheating on her in public, you're doing a lot of things. So it basically shows that you don't give a fuck. Right. And to just be as a person, to just be so accepting of that behavior. Like,
I don't think I could be forgiven if all the shit happened live on TV. Like, a lot of us forgive stuff because nobody else knows it.
It's easier for you to swallow stuff that people don't know.
The goal is to not get embarrassed. I'm gonna be upset, but if I'm embarrassed, now I have to do something. Like, now I have to fight back. Because now everybody else know, and they sitting back like, so what you gonna do? Oh, you took that? You took that? Now I don't want to seem soft to everybody
and
else.
Stupid.
Yeah, and that's the main thing. Nobody wants to come across feeling stupid. No one wants to come across feeling played. Like, that's your worst night. Like, no one wants to, feel like that. So, absolutely not.
Right. See, or you got to do something like Lorena Bobbitt, like, you know what?
Or chop it off and drive down 5 miles and throw it in the bushes.
Exactly. You know what?
I'm going to slap him with it before I drive down 5 miles.
She not going to get it. Nobody else going to get it.
No, he going to have to get assaulted with it first.
Gone.
No. Since you want everybody to feel it, you need to feel it too.
Right.
I might even do some sodomizing. I don't know. I mean,
exactly.
Because see, I want you to feel what I feel. Exactly. So a man, that's their most sacred possession. So now, since you made me feel stupid, I'm gonna make you feel stupid too. Take it away. Now I might not record it, because especially if we got kids, because I don't want them to look stupid. But you gonna know about it. You gonna remember me every time you see me. You gonna be like, no, I'm gonna just cross the street and go down the block. I don't even want to. Don't mention her name. Exactly. It's like the Candyman. Just don't mention her name because. Exactly. I get chills every time somebody mentions her name. So,
So, no, sometimes you got to just kill it or kill him. I don't know. Like, you got to do something.
Kill it.
Something. Kill it. I mean, you don't want to kill him, then kill it.
Right.
So, what about you, Mo? You have any?
Well, the first thing I could say was a long time ago. Like, in the first relationship I ever had, it wasn't what I thought it should have been because I grew up in a house where I saw a married couple. Okay. So I knew what things should be. Like everybody goes to work, you come home, you clean house, you go grocery shopping together. Like grandpa is taking grandma to the supermarket.
Like, you're doing things as a unit.
Right. Everything is as a unit. You pay bills together or whatever. Grandma does laundry. Grandma, she cooks, she cleans, she ironing Saturday morning. Like there's a routine, there's a ritual and stuff like that. So in my mind, that's what it's supposed to be. My first relationship didn't really work out too well. Like everything just happened real fast. Like, okay, well, I like your little cute little shape like that, but I like your hair short. Like you need to cut your hair a little shorter. Oh, and your hair look cute when you color it. So maybe you put some blonde in it or something like that. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna get a short haircut. I'm gonna Halle Berry this, and then I'm gonna add some streaks to it and stuff like that. I'm gonna just do all of that, and then what turned around and happened? I get pregnant. And it's like, okay. Well, now things change a little bit. So now it's like, all right, you're pregnant, but you're starting to get fat now. Things ain't really looking the way it used to look no more. That figure that I used to like, it's not there no more. But I'm like, but I'm still me. Like, it's still me. Nah, it's not really you no more. Okay, well, whatever. Maybe this will change once I have the baby and stuff like that. So I'm playing house how I think house is supposed to be. You gotta cook. He ain't showing up to eat the food. Okay. Well, then I'm going to just sit here and eat it. And then that became a thing. Okay. Holidays come. Where's he at? In the street. Where am I? Home? I remember my first Valentine's Day. Knocked on my door. Gave me a kiss on the cheek. He had a teddy bear and a Carvel ice cream cake. I opened the door. He went and put the cake in the freezer. He went and put the teddy bear and stuff down. Before I could lock the door, this nigga kissed me on my forehead and went out the door. So I was like, wait a minute. We don't hang out on Valentine's Day, so I just eat the cake.
Right.
That's what I do. Okay, so from that point, it's like, all right, this ain't really what relationships is about because you giving me shit to stay in the house and you in the street, so you're entertaining somebody else. So I'm like, all right, I know I'm young, but I know this shit ain't right. But I'm like, I could easily just end this, but I didn't. I'm just like, well, nobody else didn't know what was happening to me, so I'm just taking it.
And you're thinking about investments. You invested.
Right, because I'm thinking like he buys me things. He gives me money. And then he takes me out to eat. I'm eating steak dinners. Like, young girls don't go out for steak dinners. Like, young girls, me and my friends was just going to the Chinese restaurant and to the bodega 5 times a day. Literally. The crew, we want something to drink. All right, let's go to the store because Monique want a soda. Now we got to go back 2 hours later because Toni wants some candy. So now we're going back. So that was what my life was. And then I got in this serious thing. And then, like, I became this little fake-ass little housewife with no man home. Like, no man home. Like, okay.
You was literally a housewife.
Right. And I was doing what I saw grandma doing. Because I thought that's what you were supposed to do. And it just didn't go nowhere. Like, and all the signs was there. Like, you know he cheating on you, little girl. You know it.
Yeah, we look
past
it. All the signs.
I saw him one day.
It's like the speeding sign. You just ignore it.
I saw him one day in the street coming from somewhere while I was at my friend's house. We were going out and he was going like down Kingston and Troop. I'm like, hey, where you coming from? And he was like, oh, what's up, Mo? Well, where you coming from? Oh, I was at my peoples in them crib. You know my peoples in them? Oh, your peoples in them. Okay. Come to find out, the same peoples in them was somebody that he ended up getting pregnant. Right. So once he told me that he got the girl pregnant, because one thing led to another one day, and something had happened, I was like, oh, okay. So now we gotta break up. Like, now I gotta do it, because now you bring in the proof home that you've been playing me. Like, I knew it, but like, I can't wait no more. Like, for this to end. Like, you're obviously not gonna dump me. You just gonna keep playing me. So I have to let this go. And he was like, you really gonna just like, I came to you as a man to let you know.
Oh, so
he wanted brownie points.
Right. Like,
he wanted a pat on the back.
Right.
Like, oh, okay, like you
Thank
had
you
a
for
baby
being
on
so
me, but you
honest.
told me you was honest.
Right.
So okay,
she
I could
just got
overlook
pregnant
that.
literally first month. Like, I don't get no credit. Nah, you really don't. But
You should have told me when you was boning her. That's
right.
what you should have told me.
But one thing just led to another, so I was supposed to let it rock. Like, I never seen one thing lead to another in my life, so I didn't know what that meant. So I had to let him go, because I knew the evidence was coming soon. In 9 months, everybody gonna know that he was playing me. So now I gotta save face, and I gotta dead this. I had no choice. And then when you go to things like work, I had a job I was in for years, and it wasn't going nowhere. I couldn't get no promotion because I didn't have enough paperwork behind me.
Okay.
They needed more degrees and stuff like that, but I had the experience, but I didn't have the paper. So that kept me back. I couldn't get no promotion. I couldn't get no raises, like nothing. Like, I would go to them like, I want to get a raise. What can I do? Oh, well, you need to write everything down. Tell me what you do on a day-to-day basis. I do everything that's in my job description. Like, what do you mean?
You know what I do.
You want me to take all that stuff that I do and write it all down on a piece of paper to give to you for you to come back and tell me, oh, well, we got a freeze right now, hiring freeze, and we got a freeze on increases. Okay, so now I'm gonna just do what I have to do then, because I'm doing this for almost a decade and it ain't going nowhere, and ain't nothing but time going by. So what did I do? Go look for another job. Got a job offer. Come back to them like, you know what? I'm about to take this new job, so I'm gonna give y'all my 2 week notice. Really? Well, how much is that job paying? So I go and like bump up the number. They giving me this. Oh, well, give us come meet with us.
Oh, really?
What we supposed to talk about now? I tried to talk already. Y'all didn't want to talk to me, but y'all want to talk to me now. So what did they do? Come back and give me a offer higher than the one I got offered for somewhere else. So all along, you could have hooked me up. You could have gave me a raise, but you didn't want to. So now I got to save face now for myself. Now I have to leave.
Right.
You gave me the option for more money, and I could have had overtime, unlimited. But now it's the principle. Like, I got to go.
Now y'all can kiss my ass.
I got to go. Now, just because I have to. I have no choice. And it was like, but we giving you everything. Like, why would you leave? It's all about principle. You got to learn how to save face every now and then. Like, it's not about nothing else, but you know what? I'm not going to keep letting y'all walk over me. Because now y'all going to own me. Because now I just took this money. So now they're going to be like, well, you stayed. So when we walk all over you again, you better take it.
Right.
Because we give you money for that. So we can step on you. It's
and
the same thing in relationships.
Showing them that you need them.
Exactly.
Because you stayed.
Exactly.
And that's what when you said it's just like relationships. So we was discussing before about, the relationships and everything and what matters in the relationship.
Yeah.
So, we had a hot topic about what matters in the relationship. Does it really matter? This is the question, right? So we talking about the size of the manhood, right? So we want to know, does it really matter?
Yes.
So it could make or break a relationship.
Yes. It can.
Yes.
It can make or break a relationship. Now the whole thing is, how do you, if you in it, right? At some point y'all do get intimate. Do you not know it's not big the first time?
Yeah.
Because
but then it's about what else.
How do you get into the relationship if it wasn't big to begin with?
What else do you want besides that? Because you already know he got a Vienna sausage, so it's like, all right, I want to be loved, and I want to give love. Now, what else am I looking for? He's gonna take me on trips. We're gonna do nice things. We're gonna have a nice house. So he's gonna make
up for his lack
thereof.
It's the same thing as being ugly. Like, you gonna come to the table with more because you know you lacking.
You gotta work a little extra
hard. You know it. Like, you're not crazy when you know you ugly. It's little. You know you ugly. Like, you know these things. So you say to yourself, she a bad bitch, but she ain't gonna mess with you. Like, what you gonna do? He probably treats her good. Takes good care of her, makes her feel like she is the most beautifulest woman in the world. She can have anything she wants.
That's
like,
all well
the
and
world
good.
is hers.
But if you're not satisfied,
like
there's a lot of things
you are
that
going
you can
to
have
cheat
in this world
on this
that
man.
satisfied.
But you're going to cheat on
that's
this
the
man.
thing because
Well, you can have a drawer full of stuff that could take care of that.
But
if
see,
you
it's
don't
not.
want to.
But you know what? It's not the same because like a lot of people don't want to admit that sex is a big part of a relationship.
Of course.
Like you have to be fulfilled.
Intimacy is counts.
And that's because if you are getting everything that you need, but you're not getting everything that you need and desire in that bedroom with the person that you are with, it's gonna be a problem.
Then you can go in the drawer and take
No.
care of that. Or you can.
You can
If you
do that, like, twice
if you
a month.
Busy, you don't have time to be in the street like that. You can just have your little drawer set up with your little
Right, but at some point,
situation.
you get tired of looking at that man laying next to you.
with that little ass
And you
penis
sitting here with
and-
this
right.
plastic, and you like, why do I even have him
Like,
here?
what is his
because he
purpose?
gives you a good
Yeah, but
life.
you could do that yourself. Like,
But
seriously.
Sometimes you want somebody else to bring something to it. Like
You're
already
going to
know
start
you can do you.
disrespecting this man.
Well, no. You treat him like the king he is, but you
But
be
he's
right
not.
back. But you be
But
right back.
He ain't
And you
king.
going-
He's not giving
gonna
you
be right
king
back.
dingaling. Like, he's not.
It's okay because
the
he's
king.
giving you everything.
But you know what? But then it's
and
not
you go get that
always-
side piece that's a piece of shit.
See,
but
there you go.
See,
See,
that's
that's what I'm
true.
But
saying.
that pipe is
This is what I'm
everything.
saying.
It's always
You
a no
are
good
going-
niggas with good pipe.
All
the
bum,
damn time.
Bum,
Exactly.
Just a bum.
Right.
Them
exactly.
bum niggas are
Because
the
they could be a
best.
bum because they laying it down.
Bum niggas got the best.
They could be
I
a
don't
bum,
care. I don't
right? They
care.
getting
Bum
home cooked
niggas-
meals.
Bum niggas got the best.
They getting everything.
I
Like
don't
they
care.
could be a bum,
I don't care. I'm just saying.
and
It
they
is
know
what
that
it
they
is.
could be a bum.
Exactly.
I ain't gotta get a job.
He like, look, I know I ain't shit, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna break her back when
Hello?
she come over here.
He gonna
And
put
she
in that
come
extra
back.
work.
She gonna be like, that nigga
And
ain't
the
shit,
food,
but
as soon as she know he coming, the
every
food
time.
is hot and waiting on the table.
Exactly.
Everything is hot and ready.
Exactly.
Everything is
She
hot
done
and ready.
shit, showered, and shaved. She ready because she know what's coming.
Right, but then you get that good. You get your neck, bro, your back, bro,
Twist
and
it
then
a little
you
bit,
go
right?
home
Hair
to
fucked
that
up.
sweet, ugly Vienna
but see-
sausage, and
But
you
see-
kiss him on his cheek, and you love him the way he deserved to be loved.
No,
But you
no,
know what
no,
for me? Like
no.
I can't because, like I
No.
said, the
Worry
last
about
relationship
that.
I was
Can't worry
in,
about that.
well, like the sex, and it wasn't that he had a small penis. He didn't have a small penis. He was, good in that area, but I wasn't attracted to him.
And that's the
so
problem.
it was like
That's the problem.
I was miserable as shit because I would look at him and be like, damn, like sex was a chore. Like I would have to go to a place.
Right, like,
Mentally,
get drunk.
like, okay, so you're not you're somebody
Right.
else, and had to do a lot. Like the sex was a job. That was
not
a
doing
job
that.
within
Yeah.
itself, and it was just like I can't do this.
But
like,
what else did he do for you?
I mean, he did a lot. He paid the bills. He was, good. Like he was good with my kids and stuff like that. He ain't
good
clean
man.
shit.
But
He
that
ain't cook
gets
shit. I
boring.
wouldn't say he
That
was all
gets
the way
boring.
good. He was okay.
That
He was
gets
okay.
boring and
But I
tiring.
couldn't do it no more for me because I wasn't. I
Well,
just
then
wasn't
everybody
happy.
has a place. He had a place. And you
outside
know,
my
that-
door with
Right.
somebody else.
Right.
And then that big bum.
Somebody who could deal with all that.
That big
But
bum
see, but that's the
nigga.
thing. You don't want to be, when you get to a certain, like I'm at a certain age where sex is really not that important to me. Now I love sex, but it's not that important to me. Like we could just be chilling and having fun. We could do other
Nah, I
things.
need sex. I'm sorry.
No, I need it, but
I'm sorry.
But it's not the thing that I look for like I used to look for when
mean,
I
of
was
course you
younger.
definitely want
like if it ain't
more.
big, I don't want it. Like I don't, but I don't want it small either because I need to feel it. Like I really need to know
Like
that
you
it's
don't want to
there.
be concentrating and doing
Right,
kegels the whole
because
time.
I could be in the shower. I could be in the shower handling my business. But the whole thing is, and I got toys. I used to sell toys. I got every size. But that gets boring after my arms start hurting. You get a little,
I know.
a little bit of tennis
I have
elbow.
carpal tunnel. I know.
Listen. This it's not. You want the heat of another body, but and I know there's men out there who don't have big penises, but they know how to work what they got. Now, if you know how to work what you got, I could work with you, but don't be walking around with your chest sticking out if it ain't sticking out.
Well, you got to let him know. You got to put people in their proper place.
I do outside,
but then
like
the thing-
Dino
but
in the
then
If it's
Flintstones.
not good, if you can't feel it, if he think he giving you the best he got and you know it's not, then when you do it,
And when you be
gotta
like,
do
could
it
you
like
get your thumb out
but
my
you
shit?
know what it
stare
is
at the
too,
TV while
men.
you're doing it, laugh at Martin while
Right.
it's on.
But men
Whatever.
men ego.
Be on your
Because
phone
then if
while
this
you
is somebody
doing it.
that you
You
plan
be on
on
your
staying
phone
with,
like
you
this.
don't want to crush his spirit.
You don't want to give him false
You know what
information
I'm saying?
either.
I mean, no,
Because
you don't
one
want
day
to
it's gonna come out. One day it's gonna come out. One day he gonna really piss you the hell off. You be like, nigga, your dick is trash. Like, fuck you. You ain't never fucked me right, ever.
Yeah, I've been there too.
Or, I mean,
I've been
you
there
don't- or
too.
you don't have
I've
to
been
say
there.
nothing. You could
I've
just
been
start crying. You could just cry. If you start crying, he's gonna know. He's gonna know. You can really take
No,
it
he's
to an
gonna
emotional
think
place.
that he's giving it so good
That he's right.
He's gonna think he's hurting you.
No, because I'm gonna be crying like something happened to somebody, that somebody died.
And he gonna think
be
he
like, "What
beat the
happened?"
he gonna think he
I'm
beat the
dying
pussy up.
inside.
He gonna be like, yo, I
I'm
tore her
miserable.
ass the fuck up.
No.
She was crying.
It's different ways to
That's
cry.
what he gonna tell his
It's
mans and
different
them.
ways to cry.
Yeah, y'all might have
levels.
a conversation, but he's gonna tell his mans like, yo, I had her crying, and I wasn't even all the way in.
I mean, you know, you wanna. I mean,
And if you find out he said that, you better rectify
Well,
that.
then
in
you
the
know
street.
what's gonna happen.
You better tell
You
the truth.
know
in the
what's
street.
because I'm gonna shut him down.
You better tell the truth.
I'm gonna definitely shut him down. Like,
You have
nigga, nobody
to.
wasn't walking crooked. Nobody wasn't doing none of that. Like, it's just.
Or you could do something
You
like
just
when he
not
think
right.
he did it, you could just jump up real quick when it's over and then go do something.
Right, like go
clean
wash the
house or
dishes.
something.
Right, go
Start
wash the
clean the
dishes.
whole damn house.
Right,
'Cause he wanted to
Because
see you
how you
tired
get
when
all
it's
that energy
over.
to clean the house? I just like you didn't really
No.
do nothing. Like this is giving me more pleasure than you did.
No.
This is hurting me more than you did.
Just get up and start doing chores and stuff. Like,
I've done that a
like,
few
where all this
times.
energy come
I've done
from?
that a few times. Like you know what?
Or don't
I
look
forgot
at
to
him.
get
Like
the.
if he's on top of you, don't look at him. Like you like look at me. You like,
I can't.
I can't.
I
It hurts me
can't.
to
Don't
look
make
at
eye
you.
contact. Don't make
It
eye
hurts
contact.
to
I
look
can't.
at you.
I don't like the waste. I don't like my time to be wasted. I just
Right.
can't. Like you don't have to have like walking around with the largest fucking penis. You ain't got to
No, I
have
don't
no
want
donkey
that.
dick
First of
because
all,
I don't want that.
I need to have
I
all
don't
of my
want that.
insides together. So
Right.
you don't have to
Right.
be on that spectrum, but you can't walk around with some little taller shit either. Like I need more than that. You know, you could
But
be
that's the
somewhere
one
in
that's
between.
going to take care of you.
Well,
Because
I'm
he
sorry.
knows. That's
Beautiful
because
life.
he knows where he's lacking.
Exactly.
But see, he's not the man for me.
I can't. I don't want
He's
no
not the man for me.
dude.
Because I'm gonna go on my own trips. I'm gonna pay my own bills. Like,
I don't need you for that.
I just can't. I just can't. I'm sorry. I mean, shout
gotta
out to
be
all the little
happy.
dick niggas out there, but they
And
not
respect
for
to y'all.
me.
Take care of home. Y'all doing a
Somebody
good
is
job.
looking
Y'all
for
doing a good
that.
job.
Somebody is looking for
can't.
that.
I need
But
to
she
be happy
is
on all
cheating
levels.
with Tyreek down the block.
Right.
Trust
Bum
and
ass
believe.
Tyreek.
That ain't got no
knows
job.
his job.
That ain't got shit going
He
on.
living with his
Yeah.
mama and his baby
He
mama.
only sell nickel bags and he spend that in Chinese food, sneakers. He don't even got no money. You know, he sells swipes at the train
Right,
station.
right.
Oh hell
All
no!
that.
But he got
All
a
that.
Could you imagine?
he got a big
He
dick.
gonna swipe me
He got
for
a
work
big
in the
dick,
morning.
and you getting free rides on the
And you gonna
train.
swipe me so I can
Come
go to
on,
work.
come
Yes.
on.
Exactly.
Come on.
Exactly. Big shout out
And
to
free
Tyreek on the
newspapers
corner.
too, because you know they get the newspapers out the train station. So
With the AM.
that's
AM.
right, AM and whatever the hell other one is. New week, new day. I don't know, but
It's all good.
yeah, but see, yeah. So you at some point you're gonna have to settle. You're gonna have to settle for the little dick nigga that's gonna take care of you,
well, they
or
say
the big
what
dick nigga
what
with
do
no
they call
job.
it?
You can have both.
You gotta have
You
an
can
appointment.
have both.
But you know what?
You
Like
just
they
gotta know how to
said,
finesse yourself.
But
what
he's
is it,
gonna
the
have
80-20 rule?
several women. If he got a job and a big dick, you ain't his only one.
You damn sure ain't.
You ain't his only one.
That's fine.
So he just laying dick all around the neighborhood. But
Then that's community dick.
right.
That's community.
Yeah.
He's for the community. He's for the people.
He's helping. He's Black Lives
He's for
Matter.
the people.
He's for everybody.
That's right. He's for the people. Listen.
Back in the days, there was men that when they had the families, they had two families. They took.
But these dudes don't do that.
Equally, but these
Total.
dudes
These
are not doing,
dudes
yeah.
don't
This
do
wife
that.
got a fur, and my girlfriend.
That's
got
right.
a fur.
Fab said it, right?
Everybody
But
get a fur.
that's how it is. Like when you have
Everybody,
like these Muslim men, they have multiple families,
Right.
and a
That
lot
they
of
can
the
afford
time
to take care
they
of.
have to make sure that they can afford to take care of
Right.
every single.
Somebody
person.
told me that was actually
It's a law.
Law.
Like you cannot
yeah.
marry more than one wife if you can't take care of
You
them.
have to be able to take care of them. Yes.
Because then that would just be baby mamas.
Right.
That would just be baby mamas. I mean, come
And
on.
you got to be
So
rotating
at what
them out.
year
Right.
did they stop doing that?
If
Does it
you can
stop?
get you a Muslim man, girl,
No.
if that's what you want. You know they got the mosque right there on Bedford.
Right there, girl. And they
They
be
be-
ready.
they be rolling out of
ready,
there, girl.
They be ready.
They be rolling
like,
out of there. They
"Oh,
right
convert
there,
your
girl.
ass in a minute."
You go down over there before sundown when they go in there to do their little prayer.
Girl.
You catch you one.
He's
No,
already
I don't
picturing
think it'll
you
work.
fully dressed, girl. He's ready.
I don't listen, so I don't think
See,
it
then
would work.
yeah, that
I
wouldn't
don't
work.
listen.
That
Yeah.
wouldn't work.
That's
Well,
not
you
gonna
would
work.
be the wife that only get like once a week.
Right, 'cause I don't listen.
Right. He'd be like, I'm gonna go to her house when I ain't got shit else to do.
Right, because
You know,
I know
when
I
I'm
don't
ready to
listen.
put up with that bullshit.
Right.
Listen,
I always got something to say. I got to answer
nah,
back.
don't,
Right,
that
right,
right there. I
right.
can't.
I'm
I
hard-headed.
dated a
Sorry, I
Muslim
could never be a
before.
Muslim wife. I'm sorry,
Nah,
I could never
I
be.
dated a Muslim dude before.
No, I got a dude right now. I believe
sometimes
he's
I do
Muslim,
like
but
bacon. I can't
he won't
even lie. I
admit
like
it.
bacon
He
too.
won't admit
Really?
it. It's just some things he say, and I'm like, we argue too much, and I only met him one time on a flight. we argue about everything. I'm like, listen, he like, you always want to argue. I said, I'm not really arguing with you because there's no emotions attached. It's just I have an opinion.
Right.
And I asked him, I said, are you Muslim? He said, why would you say that? I said, because you just always seem like you like anti-man and everything is, and I'm just like, the conversations that we have, it excites me because I like the whole back and forth with him, but we could never be in a relationship.
See, now the guy that I was talking to that was Muslim, he was totally different. He was very catering. He was very catering. He was
setting
argue.
you up.
I think he was trying to walk me down that road.
He was setting you up, girl.
But he was very catering, and he was really, really.
She gonna be wife number 12.
No, he had a couple of babies. I was like, listen, I'm not about that life. I can't. Like this? Hell no. No. I like what we doing. This is cool. This is nice, but it could never be anything serious because I already know what you are about.
Right.
Like, you like to be with multiple women, and you like to lay your seeds. I can't.
So he was a gardener.
Yes, he was, honey. He had a lot of flowers out
there.
I can't.
I ain't mad.
Yeah, but no, I could never convert. No. Hell
I know
no.
I couldn't do it. I talk too much.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think
I talk too much.
I don't.
A nigga be ready to smack my head off. Like he be ready to fuck me up. Like this bitch just talk too fucking much.
Listen.
And I'm gonna tell you how I feel about you and your shortcomings and all that. So he gonna be like,
it's not gonna work.
Yeah, he gonna tape my mouth up and all that. So
dressing alone is like that's
right.
And I like to wear tight fit clothes and shit sometimes, and they ain't with that.
You think they like?
You could jazz it up.
No, fuck that.
What? Not wear underwear underneath? Like what do you do? Like no panties? Like.
And then you have the ones that have the, and no disrespect to anybody out there, but you have the ones that just have the eyes. And I can't. That's too much.
But I get too hot, so I know that wouldn't work for me. So no. And I like to get my hair done, so no, that just wouldn't work for me.
You could do all that, but it would just be exclusively
underneath
for him.
Right.
Like he would be the only one that would be able to see everything about you.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, that's no fun.
Yeah.
That's no fun.
And sometimes I want bacon in the morning. Like I'm sorry. Like I do. Like
ain't no pork being cooked. None of that.
Like, I don't eat it all the time, but sometimes I really
so it's like your
bacon.
guilty pleasure.
Yeah, like bacon is a treat because I don't eat it too often. I be feeling guilty every now and then. I want to be righteous, but that bacon, I don't know.
Now if you go too long without eating it, that shit fuck your stomach up.
Your whole body up.
No, it do. I went without eating pork because I was like, I'm not gonna eat pork, But then sometimes, that southern part of me, I be one like I wanted some pig feet, like because I eat shit like that.
You went way in.
I was like, and my kids, they don't eat stuff like that.
You went to the originator.
And I was killing that shit, and later that night, I felt
like you had a drill in your stomach.
But I felt physically sick.
Yeah.
Like I felt sick. I was like,
and every Thanksgiving, I can't lie, I do eat ham.
Yeah, I don't make that
pineapple
stuff no more.
on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't eaten pork in I'm 41. I haven't eaten pork in probably maybe 18 years.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
So you would die.
I would die. I would.
Yeah.
Somebody gave me some food and I'm just greedy and I didn't really pay attention to what it was. And so from my job to my house, I'm in the cab like, I'm gonna need you to drive a little faster. I was like, cause it's about to be a real accident up in the back of your car. I was like, I'm sitting on one cheek like I'm about to just ruin your whole life. And I said, I really think somebody gave me pork. And then when I called my coworker, she said, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, those was pork ribs.
And they got all these new ways to be having bacon wrapped around asparagus.
You know what?
Bacon wrapped around shit. Like, there's all these bacon dishes now. Like, bacon is a devil.
Bacon in a donut. Bacon in a donut.
Yes. You see, bacon is a devil.
Well.
Listen, I mean, it's good sometimes, but not all the time.
All right, so we never really came to a conclusion about the size thing. I'm still stuck on that.
I'm trying to tell you, you have two men.
But I like monogamy.
Yeah, I don't, yeah.
This day and age, it's not there.
No, it is.
It is there.
It is. You know what? No, all right, so I wanted to say that last time because it's the whole thing is you have a lot of single men is those not the men you are looking to date.
Yeah.
You are not looking at those dudes.
You know what it is? We always
You're not looking at those dudes.
that we can't have. That's just the human
and
culture.
it's a man out there that's for you that is
that
single.
will give you everything
but you
want
passing
and
him by
need.
every day.
Ass big dick Tyree.
He just waving it in your face. He just waving it in your face.
Like I'm here.
No,
but you know what? There are good men out there because I know for me.
I met one. Trust me, I know.
Listen, I meet a mixture.
My marriage got in the way of that, but
I meet bad ones. I meet crazies, but you do have some good ones out there. But those are not the ones you're checking for.
I always meet the crazy ones. I don't know. I always meet the crazy ones.
I met a crazy.
They have some underlying crazy issue.
I met this guy one day. I was going to work. This was a couple of weeks ago. I walked in Family's Dollar to go get my stuff and everything like that. So then I walked out and I had my headphones on. He just appeared from nowhere. So, I heard him saying something to me. So he was like, hi, good morning. So I'm like, hi, good morning. But then his mouth just kept going. So I was like, all right, he was trying to talk to me. So, he was like, I see you all the time. When I get off of work or whatever, I see you all the time. And, I said, if I seen you again, I would talk to you. So I said, okay. Cool. So, we walked, we talked. He waited with me till the bus came. Nice, decent conversation. We exchanged numbers and everything like that because I never used to give out my number. But, I said, I'm going to try something different. So, we exchanged numbers. Never do that. Girl, we exchanged numbers. Oh, but my block game is real strong. So, we exchanged numbers and then we spoke. We had a conversation. And the first fucking conversation, it just went like, he just came off a little crazy to me. In the back of my mind, though, because, I'm really skeptical. So at first when I seen him, and I was like, I don't know, maybe he might be part of the dope fiends that be on Franklin and Nostrand. Because on Fulton Street, because I used to get off the C train at Franklin, and, they all be out there. Because I'm like, you always see me here. It just was kind of odd. Right where the shuttle.
Where the shuttle come over.
Okay. So I was kind of skeptical, but I was like, I'm gonna give him a little, But then we started talking, and then the way he was just going is, I was like, well, what happened in your last relationship? Why you guys broke up? Whatever. So he was like, she didn't want to have sex with him. So that was like, okay, and then he was like, because I like to make love to my woman. So I was like, all right. And then he repeated it again. So then he was like, said to me,
this is the first conversation.
Then he was like, do you like to make love to your man? I was like, what? I was like,
click.
Excuse me? We're not going to have conversations about that. So then, we started talking about other things. He's like, telling me he trying to buy a house, blah, blah, blah. So then he was like, do you like to wear lingerie? I'm like, what the fuck? After that conversation, that was pretty much it. He's, then like 2 or 3 days later, he hit me up. He was like, you don't reach out to me. I was like, because I'm busy. So he was like, but I'm busy too, and I still make time. I was like, but I'm real busy. Next thing you know, this man sent me photos.
What kind of photos?
No, regular photos of him, but they were so weird. No, they was regular photos. Listen. They was regular photos, but it was of him, and it was a series of 10 photos back to back to back, and they all look strange, like in his, because I have a thing about crazy eyes. I feel like you can tell if a person is crazy. No, but you can see the level of craziness if you really look in somebody's eyes. And I really was looking at his pictures, and that boy crazy, and I was just like, no.
Okay,
block.
So we gotta wrap it up.
Okay, yes. So
any last words?
Just want to tell ladies out here, don't put all your eggs in one basket, especially while you're still young and youthful. It's okay if you end up being a bride at 50, 60 years old. Don't rush into anything.
I agree.
Sometimes things seem good in the beginning. That's because you just may be too hopeful. So just sometimes the devil wears a nice disguise.
Take your time. Right. Take your time and pace yourself.
Don't get caught up with the hype. Learn how to date. Go out on dates. Don't be in a rush to have sex, because if you do,
it tends
to just be about that afterwards.
Right.
It's okay to date. You want to talk, get to know people. You'd be surprised how much you not compatible with somebody if you just talk to them for a while. And then you'll be mad that, damn, I had sex with him already and I shouldn't have.
Wasted
if I would have talked to him a little more, I would have realized I probably never should even gave him none.
Right.
Just take your time. That's all.
Yes, you have anything?
Well, I'm just gonna say that with the whole dating thing is that as women, when we meet a guy, we automatically like them, and we stop dating other guys. You and then you put all your emotions and feelings because you're thinking this is the one, and he may not be the one. So if you're dating, you're just dating. Date other people. That way you don't get yourself caught up, get your heart broken, looking stupid, and all this other stuff.
Save the black book just in case.
Regarding size, okay, it's about the heart. It's not really so much about the size. But for me, I'm going to need at least to fit.
We going to need both.
I'm going to need it to fit, and I'm going to need to feel it for the most part.
Keep bum-ass Tyreek on the side.
No. No.
So definitely I want to give a special shout out to We Say What They Can't Radio.
Yes. Thank you
for having us. We really appreciate it. And just follow our page, the Lipstick Chronicles. We will definitely be everywhere: iTunes, iHeart. Look, little shirt, yes. Spotify, Specca. We'll be everywhere real soon. We'll definitely let y'all know on YouTube as well if you want to get a view of our pretty faces and you don't want to just hear our lovely voices. So until next time.
Thank you.
Shout out to Reggie for introducing me to Toni.
Well, yes,
he gonna die
yes.
Hey, Reggie.
Reggie, thank you for bringing us together. You done fucked up now.
Yes. So thank you for listening. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.